We've got some high stakes on the ice tonight with the postseason looming for our Eastern Dakota Conference hockey teams. The Red River Rough Riders could lock up the top seed in the EDC tournament, but they have to defeat the Davies Eagles on their home ice to do so. Davies looking to spoil those top seed dreams for the Rough Riders, and they're off to a pretty good start here. Midway through the first period, Colton Spiewak crosses the blue line, dials in from long distance. That call is connected. The Eagles jump out to a 1-0 lead. That lead's only going to last for a few seconds, though. They're still announcing who scored that first goal, but the Riders strike back. The long shot redirected right in front of the crease by Tyson Ulmer tumbles into the back of the net. We finished the first period tied at 1. Moving into the second period now, the Riders with a prime scoring chance. The first shot is just off the mark, but before we know it, Garrett Eichmann fires one right back. Gavin Erickson standing strong between the pipes, though, snagging it with his glove to keep us tied. But the Riders keep the pressure coming. Mikey Coleman takes the feed between the circles and wastes no time firing this one in. The top scorer in the state lights the lamp to take a 2-1 lead into the final frame. Now this one came down to a 6-round shootout, the Rough Riders winning 3-2. We now prepare for the region title tourney next week. Now, with that game, we know where our East Region teams stand ahead of next week's championship tournament. Red River locked in the top seed with the win tonight. The second seed will be the South Shanley Bruins, who have already finished their regular season. Grand Forks Central locked in the third seed with their win over Fargo North. Cheyenne and Davies will stay in their 5th and 6th place spots. West Fargo secured the 7th seed tonight with their win over Devils Lake. Now, these 4 teams will compete in play-in games to get to the main bracket. West Fargo facing Mayport and Devils Lake against Grafton. The puck drops for the East Region tournament on Valentine's Day. Both Moorhead hockey teams in action at home tonight. The Moorhead girls opening up their stay in the Section 8 AA Championship Tournament. The Spuds dominating that opening contest, defeating the Stormin Sabres 8-0. They'll host their semifinal game on Saturday. Moorhead boys with a 4-1 win over the Rogers Royals. Aaron Ryerson had a hat trick for the Spuds. They improved to 12-9 on the season. And for the first time in about 7 years, the Concordia women's basketball team's getting ready for the postseason. The Cobbers are 18-3 this year with a 15-3 conference mark. They're currently riding a 10-game winning streak. They clinched their first playoff appearance since 2016 with a 16-point win over McAllister. This young group of Cobbers with 15 underclassmen on their roster know that the work isn't done yet. They're staying focused on the 4 games left in their regular season.
I think it's going to be the same how it was all season, how we need to come in, practice, work hard, do what we need to do to get better, and eventually prepare each game going forward because they're all big games and we're not going to overlook or underlook anyone.
The Cobbers look to lock up that as high of a playoff seed as they possibly can. The highest seed will host all through the MIAC playoffs. Their next matchup will be against Gustavus Adolphus tomorrow night. I said it right this time.
You did. You nailed it. That's a tricky one.
I got it.
I'm familiar with the school too, but it's